You can't escape the weather, it's all around us. Though waking up to a sunny and bright day makes you want to go out and seize the day, there are days when the weather is downright dull and gloomy. But on rare occasions, you might even wake up to the storm of the century. If you've never experienced crazy weather, then get ready. Here are 12 of the most extreme weather events caught on video. Hang on tight. Number 12. Hurricane Katrina. If you remember back in August 2005, New Orleans went through hell for weeks. Hurricane Katrina wreaked havoc along its way while passing through the Big Easy. On August 29th, the Category 5 hurricane devastated the city, causing $125 billion in damage and left 1,800 dead. Home to almost 400,000 people, New Orleans was battered completely for weeks. With all transport and communication systems completely wiped out, the residents who didn't manage to escape the city were facing an increasing risk of diseases. They also lacked food, shelter, and basic necessities. Around 80% of New Orleans was underwater, and the faulty flood protection system that was in place was responsible for the heavy death toll. Upon further investigation, it was found out that the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers were to be blamed, since they were responsible for setting up the flood barriers. Hopefully, the new flood systems are efficient enough to ward off any similar future threats. Number 11. Tuscaloosa Tornado. If the devastation from hurricanes made you shudder in fear, you got another thing coming your way. Tornadoes are equally dangerous and can cause incredible devastation in their path. The 2011 Tuscaloosa-Birmingham tornado in the state of Alabama was amongst the 360 tornadoes that hit the US that year. This super outbreak was the largest, costliest, and one of the deadliest tornado outbreaks ever recorded. On a late afternoon, April 27th, the 1.5-mile-wide tornado made its way through the cities of Tuscaloosa and Birmingham and left a trail of destruction. The wind speed of this tornado peaked at 190 miles per hour, caused damages adding up to $2.5 billion, with 64 people dead and thousands injured. Though tornadoes are uncommon in this part of the country, April 27th took everyone by surprise. This single day saw a record-breaking 216 tornadoes, with 4 being categorized as EF5, the strongest according to the enhanced Fujita tornado scale. EF5 level tornadoes are very rare, so to have 4 of them in just one day was just unfathomable. Number 10. Glacier National Park Wildfire. From water and wind-based calamities, we move on to fire. Wildfire is one we often hear of in the news. Well, the wildfire that happened at the Glacier National Park in Montana in August 2018 destroyed almost 15,000 acres of land and an estimated cleanup cost of $14 million. The worst of them came to be known as the Howell Ridge Fire, which was started by a thunderstorm and broke out from the northwest side of Lake McDonald. Soon, the fire engulfed a major portion of the national park, forcing many hikers and visitors to flee for their lives. You can see them narrowly evading falling trees while escaping the area. Luckily, no deaths or serious injuries were reported, but the devastation was massive. Number 9. Alberta Blizzard. Across the northern border of the US, another terrifying calamity hit the Canadian province of Alberta in November 2020. A strong low-pressure system gave rise to a severe blizzard which hit the Canadian prairies hard. The blizzard also caused several roads in Saskatchewan and Alberta go into closure, since the blizzard made it treacherous to drive, with visibility being almost zero. The town of Kindersley saw a record-breaking 48-hour-long snowfall which brought about 18.7 inches of snow. The citizens were told to be prepared with emergency kits in case they plan on traveling during the blizzard. In such situations, it's best to stay put until the weather clears up or until help arrives. Number 8. Dubai Fog. This one is something you could watch all day. Though not a dangerous weather phenomenon in itself, fog can still cause accidents due to low visibility. But today we're going to focus on how beautiful it looks with the rising sun. Watch these ethereal clouds rolling in between the massive skyscrapers in Dubai. It's truly magical. Fog is a type of visible aerosol with tiny droplets of water or ice crystals and can waft through open areas like a white carpet from the heavens. Clearly, the Crown Prince of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed, loves the fog in the city. This is definitely worth waking up early for. Number 7. Siberian Hailstorm. Beaches and Siberia are 2 words which you don't often hear one after the other. But you'd be surprised to know that the city of Novosibirsk in southwestern Siberia has plenty of beaches along the shores of Ob River. Russians rarely appreciate summer since it's a rare weather in these parts, but in 2014 a seemingly regular day suddenly changed when a crazy hailstorm hit Novosibirsk. Temperatures dropped from 105 to below 70 in a matter of a few minutes. The hail caused a lot of injuries and unfortunately killed 2 young children. You can see all the beachgoers trying to scurry away while some try to take shelter under umbrellas. This just goes to show how unpredictable weather can be. Number 6. Lightning strike. Getting struck by lightning is not something most people think about since it's so rare, but sometimes rare things happen. But what's even more rare? The same person getting struck by lightning twice on 2 separate occasions. This was the case for Beth Peterson. While serving as a soldier for the US Army, she was struck by lightning back in 1992. She sustained serious brain damage and had to relearn how to walk, read and write. After this traumatic incident, Beth decided to soldier on and wanted to face her fear once again. She decided to witness a thunderstorm exactly a year after the incident. While standing next to a French window, Beth was struck by lightning a second time. The strike threw her 9 feet in the air. She had to go through several surgeries after this, including 12 for her jaw and amputation of all her toes. Imagine living under that kind of fear and anxiety. If you're the victim of an extremely rare accident, and twice at that, how would you deal with the trauma? It's definitely not going to be easy. At least Beth is still alive. Number 5. Double full circle rainbow. Rainbows are one of the most natural wonders that we get to see once in a while. Most of us have seen the regular rainbow, but have you seen these double full circle rainbows? They're quite rare. Rainbows in general are full circles and not just arcs. The observer is only able to see a portion of it, hence they appear as a semicircle. If you want to witness these rare double full circle rainbows, you need to get high above the ground. And not just that, rainbows are an optical illusion, so any place where there are water droplets will do. You also need to be at a certain angle in relation to a light source. If all the conditions are met, you'll be blessed with this sight. Number 4. Raining fish. Fish falling from the sky may sound like the end of the world, or maybe free food, depending on if you're a glass half full or half empty kind of person. On February 2019, the residents on the Mediterranean island of Malta witnessed a rather unusual sight. Hundreds of fish were raining down from the sky. It looked unreal, but these fish are very much real. Most of them were sea breams and were landing on the roads of Semžija near St. Paul's Bay in North Malta. The government had issued a warning for the coastal area stating high threat to life and property. Despite the warning, some residents took to the street since they just didn't want to pass on the opportunity for free food and stocked up on fish. This strange opportunity came to be because the winds reached gale force and caused it to pick up fish from the sea and then rain them down over Malta. At least people of this island don't have to worry about their next meal for a few days. Number 3. Morning Glory Cloud. Do you enjoy looking at clouds? Then this one will blow your mind away. Though very hard to find, the Morning Glory Cloud is a real thing. It's caused by low-level atmospheric solitary waves and the associated clouds that come with it. What you end up seeing are these rolls of clouds spread across miles in either direction. They can sometimes be as long as 600 miles in length and 1.5 miles high. What makes them even more special is that they can sit as low as 300 feet above the ground, so they're basically really low-lying clouds. They appear in different parts of the world from time to time, but there is one place on the planet where they often appear, the southern part of the Gulf of Carpentaria in northern Australia. Since they appear in this region almost predictably, a lot of research on these clouds is conducted here. Scientists are still studying their properties and origin, but in the meantime, we can enjoy these rare clouds just the way they are. Number 2. Lenticular cloud. Another truly unique-looking cloud is the lenticular, which kind of looks like a UFO. The bizarre shape is caused by the air hitting geographical features like mountains, which change the course and temperature of the air and give rise to these strange shapes of clouds. Some of these lenticular clouds can even have bright colors around the edge and give an impression of a spaceship hovering above the ground. At certain angles, it does look like a Chinese rice hat as well. Pretty cool, right? Number 1. Giant Dust Devil, Arizona. Sometimes extreme weather can happen even on a sunny and hot day. Dust devils are formed when an area on land heats up more than the area around it, and this makes the air above the ground to heat up. This causes a column of heated air to start circulating above, which picks up dirt and dust along the way. Though they're generally not dangerous, sometimes they can grow up to 3,000 feet and pose a serious threat to people and properties. This footage taken from Scottsdale, Arizona gives you an idea on how massive they can get. There have been cases when a dust devil caused fatalities, like in 2003 when a man in Lebanon, Maine was killed when the building he was in collapsed because of this weather phenomenon. So if you ever see one, it's best not to get too close to it and just keep moving. With that, we've covered all 12 of the most extreme weather events caught on video. Have you seen any of them in real life? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this series, be sure to hit the like button, share and subscribe. We'll be back soon.